Adventure time, come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with Monkey the monkey and Scuba the human. The fun will never end, it's adventure time. Hi, I'm Marshall, a teacher here at Hoffman Academy, but today you can call me Marshall Lee the Vampire King because oh my glob, after 8 long years, the epic show Adventure Time is finally wrapping up. And we wanted to honor the cast and crew by giving them a big send-off and playing a simple version of the main theme song. Let's come to the piano and I'll show you how to play along. Let's take a look at the music. One thing you might notice right away is that there's only one clef, the treble clef, even though we're going to be playing with both hands. All the notes with downward stems will be taken by our left hand, and all the notes with upward stems will be taken by our right. You'll also see that we're going to be in 4/4 time. Let's sing through the first part of the song together. Adventure time, come on, grab your friends. And let's pause there. You'll notice we're starting with a pickup, which means we're starting just before you feel a strong beat. Adventure time, come on, grab your friends. Let's keep going. We'll go to very distant lands. If you look at these notes, you'll see that these 4 notes here are the same 4 notes here, which will help us out when we're learning it at the piano. But the rhythm is a little different. There are lots of these 8th rests, which means they're going to be very short pauses. Let's sing through that part again. We'll go to very distant lands. Good, let's keep going. With Jake the dog and Finn the human, the fun will never end, it's adventure time. Here's a challenge. Can you find any flats or sharps? If you said you found 2, you're correct. There's one right here, and they're both F sharps. Those are the only black keys that we're going to be using in this song. Another thing you might have noticed is that every line of lyrics is starting with a pickup, meaning that we're going to start the line with the weak part of a beat right before a strong part of the beat. So at the beginning, adventure time and come on. Both of those are pickups, so we feel the strong part of the beat after we start the line of text. Here's another pickup. We'll go to very distant lands. And then another one, and our eyes have to move really quickly all the way from here over to here. With Jake the dog and Finn the human, the fun will never end, it's adventure time. It's common to see pickups in a lot of music that we sing along to because we often don't start lines of lyrics with the most important words first. For example, you wouldn't say, the fun will never end. You'd say, the fun will never end. So our musical rhythm lines up with which words we want to emphasize the most. We don't want to emphasize the, which is why it's on sort of a weak part of the beat, before the strong beat for fun. Let's find our starting position. As we saw earlier, the left hand is going to be playing all the notes with downward stems. And that first note has a downward stem. Can you tell me the name of that first note? If you said middle C, you're correct. And since there's a 1 underneath it, we know that our left-hand thumb needs to find middle C. Looking at the next note, you'll see there's a 1 above it and the stem points upwards, meaning our right-hand thumb needs to be right above middle C on D. Looking ahead to the very next note, our 4th finger is going to be on G. So make sure your ring finger is on G. And as we saw when we glanced through the piece before, there are 2 sharps in this piece, F sharp. And you'll see that my middle finger is on an F sharp because I'm ready to go for that. Okay, so those first 4 notes are C, D, and then 2 Gs. Let's play that together. Adventure time. Good. Try playing that part on your own a few times. Great, let's learn the next section. You'll see that the first note there is for the right hand. Come on, and we're going to be skipping up. So our thumb to our middle finger. Then the note steps down again, steps up, and steps back down, which looks like this. Come on, grab your friends. You try. Great, let's put that together with the beginning, like this. Adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. Try playing that at least 3 times on your own. Now that you've practiced that, let's try playing it together. Ready? Go. Adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. Great. The next part starts with another left-hand note, as we can tell by the downward stem. And the next measure has 4 left-hand notes, all stepping down. We're going to start with finger 2, which is on B, for the word wheel, and then step up to C before stepping down to finger 4, like this. We'll go to very. Now you try. Great job. Let's play that together. We'll go to very. Now the next 4 notes are the exact same as the notes we just played. You'll see there's middle C, and then stepping down to B, stepping down again to A, and stepping down once more to G. But the rhythm is a little bit different. So listen to how that sounds. It starts with an 8th rest. So you can kind of feel the beat at the beginning of that measure before you come in on the word distant lands, like this. Rest, distant lands. You try. Good, let's put that together. So we're going to start with wheel and go through lands. We'll go to very rest, distant lands. Try practicing that on your own a few times. Let's put what we've learned all together, starting back at the beginning with our thumbs. Ready? Go. Adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very rest, distant lands. Great job! If you need more practice, pause the video now and play it a few more times till it starts to feel easy. If you're ready, let's go on. We're starting at the end of that first line, and our eyes are going to have to jump down to the second line right away because we start with an 8th note, a short note for the word with. We're starting once again with our left hand thumb, and we'll be jumping right away to our right hand thumb. As we continue, you might see that the notes look familiar because they're the same as the notes at the very beginning. We start with a C in our left hand thumb before stepping up to a D in our right hand thumb, and then jumping up a 4th to play 2 Gs with our ring finger in the right hand. But this time, on the word and, we repeat the G before stepping down to an F sharp, stepping down again to an E, which gets repeated, before stepping down to a D. Let's try playing that once. With Jake the dog and Finn the human. You might have noticed what look like little smiley faces in the music. Those are called ties, and when you see 2 of the same notes next to each other joined by a tie, it just means that you're going to be holding that note for a little bit longer. Let's play this part one more time together. With Jake the dog and Finn the human. Good. Now we're going to learn the fun will never end. You'll notice that the left hand starts because we see a stem that points downward, and there's a finger number 2 written there. So we'll be using a B before stepping up to a middle C with our left hand thumb. Then there's an 8th rest and 2 C's in a row. Then we step up once more, which puts us into right hand territory where our thumb is going to play 2 D's. It sounds like this. The fun will never end. Try playing that a few times on your own. Now it's time to learn the very last part. We're going to start back with finger number 2 on B. This time we'll repeat the B and step down with our finger number 3 to an A, and step down once more to our ring finger on G before jumping all the way up to the right hand ring finger on another G. It looks like this. It's adventure time. Now you try. You might notice that we played a low G with our left hand finger 4 and a high G with our right hand finger 4 to end the piece off. Let's put that whole ending section together again, starting with the fun. Ready? Go. The fun will never end. It's adventure time. Try that a few times on your own. If you've practiced and you're ready, let's try playing the whole thing together, starting from the beginning. Ready? Go. Adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with Jake the dog and Finn the human. The fun will never end. It's adventure time. Great job! If the rhythm seems confusing, here's a tip. Make sure you keep singing along while you're playing, because your ear already knows the sound of the words. Great work learning Adventure Time with me today. Remember that this was a simplified version of the song, designed to get beginners to the piano and having fun. Are there any other fun theme songs you'd like to learn? Let us know in the comments. Also be sure to subscribe to our channel. We post new piano playing tips and tutorials every week. Happy practicing!
Slam a cow!
Mathematical.